watched your breathing slow into a rhythm, a steady tide that I'm not swimming in. You turned your back and pulled the covers tight and left me stranded in the middle of the night. Your hand was inches from the heat of my skin, but there's a canyon where the others had been. I waited for the silence to get heavy and deep before I let out the secrets I was trying to keep. I didn't want to wake, you didn't want to fight. I didn't want to see the pity in the light, so I held my breath until my chest turned blue, waiting for the moment I could mourn for you. And I cried after you slept, tracing the promises that we never kept. I let the salt water ruin the sheet, listening to your heart skip a steady beat. You were dreaming of a life where everything's fine, while I was drowning on my side of the line. The loneliest secret that I ever kept was why I cried after you slept. The moonlight hit the ceiling like a cold silver blade, cutting through the happy that we both try to fake. I wanted to shake you, I wanted to scream. Are you even in and do I haunt your dreams? But I just lay still like a statue of stone, proof you can be with someone and still be alone. I let the tears hit the pillow soft and slow, so you never hear me letting you go. Yeah, I cried after you slept, tracing the promises that we never kept. I let the salt water ruin the sheet, listening to your heart skip a steady beat. You were dreaming of a life where everything's fine, while I was drowning on my side of the line. The loneliest secret that I ever kept was why I cried after you slept. Of everything I said when you couldn't hear, a whole year of grief in a single tear. The sun's coming up now, you're starting to stir. I'm closing my eyes, becoming a blur. You'll never know the vigil I kept. I'm all cried out now that you've slept. It's the first thing that wakes me before the sun can rise. A shadow sitting heavy right behind my tired eyes. It doesn't announce itself with a crash or a flare. It's just a quiet realization that you aren't there. I brush my teeth around the ache, I wash it off my skin. But by the time I'm dressed, it's found a way back in. It's in the way the coffee tastes, a little flat and the story of my always that's already been told. It's not a storm that passes, it's a climate I'm in, a slow and steady wearing of the spirit and the skin. I've stopped asking when, I've stopped asking why. I just look at the gray and call it a sky. And oh, it's the pain I carry daily, it's the ghost that greets me ever so palely. It's a weight in my pocket, it's a stone in my shoe. It's the everyday rhythm of living without you. It's not a mountain to climb, it's a desert to walk. It's the how have you been when I don't wanna talk. I'm a master of the mask, I'm a student of the game, just breathing through the pain I carry daily. I take it to the grocery store, I take it on the train. I shield it from the strangers and I shield it from the rain. Sometimes I almost forget it's there for a minute or two, until I see a certain car or a specific shade of blue. Then the bag gets heavy and the straps start to tear, and I'm reminded of the vacancy that's everywhere. It's a functional sorrow, a productive kind of grief that offers no apologies and offers no relief. Yeah, it's the pain I carry daily, it's the ghost that greets me ever so palely. It's a weight in my pocket, it's a stone in my shoe. It's the everyday rhythm of living without you. It's not a mountain to climb, it's a desert to walk. It's the how have you been when I don't wanna talk. I'm a master of the mask, I'm a student of the gale, just breathing through the game I carry daily. One foot in front of the other, one breath after another, living with the damage, living with the ghost, hiding what I'm feeling from the ones I love the most. It's just my architecture now, it's just the way I'm built, a house made of memory and a floor made of guilt. It's just a part of me, it's just the heart of me. Check the mail, pay the rent, wonder where the us went. Fold the laundry, lock the door, walk across the empty floor. It's just the pain, my daily pain. Coffee pot still makes enough for two. I forgot again and made a cup for you. The steam rises up like a ghost in the air, but there's nobody sitting in that wooden chair. I check the hallway, I listen for your keys, but the only thing moving is the ghost of a breeze through the window we never could cry. too close. Now the house is as cold as the winter outside, I suppose. And the silence is louder than the words we once said. It's hanging like shadows right over my head. And oh, it's the weight of the space that you left, like a hole in my chest. I'm a victim of theft. I reach out at midnight, just following thread, but I only find dust on the empty side of the bed. Yeah, the sheets are still smooth and the pillow is cold, like a story unfinished or a lie that was told. I'm sleeping on the edge, just like I always did, guarding the ghost on the empty side of the bed. I found your old sweater in the bottom of the bin. It still smells like the us that we used to be in. I almost put it on just to feel like you're near, but I can't wash away the salt from a year's worth of tears. The alarm goes off early, but I've been away, counting the minutes and the breaths that I take, wondering if you're waking up somewhere new with someone who doesn't know the things that I do. Because oh, it's the weight of the space that you left, like a hole in my chest. I'm a victim of theft. I reach out at midnight, just following thread, but I only find dust on the empty side of the bed. Yeah, the sheets are still smooth and the pillow is cold, like a story unfinished or a lie that was told. I'm sleeping on the edge, just like I always did, guarding the ghost on the empty side of the bed. They say time is a healer, but time is a thief. It steals all the memories and leaves only grief. I'd give up the sun just to have one more fight, to hear you complain that I'm hogging the light. Just one more good night. The sheets are still smooth and the pillow is cold. It's a lonesome surrender watching us both unfold. I'm still sleeping on the edge, just like I always did, waiting for you on the empty side of the bed. Just the moonlight and the empty side. I'm the life of the party, I'm the first one to laugh. I'm a master of showing just the better half. I talk about the weather and the books that I read. I keep all the other stories locked in my head. I put on the perfume, I fix up my hair. I walk through the city like I haven't a care. But it's an Oscar performance, a beautiful play, and I'm winning the lead role every single day. They tell me I'm strong and they say I'm resilient. My disguise is so deep, it's almost brilliant. But they don't see the cracks in the porcelain skin. They don't see the war that I'm losing within. Because the pain I hide best is the pain of your name. The way that it flickers like a dying out flame. It's the ache in my throat when I'm trying to smile. The I'm doing great that I've used for a while. It's the ghost in the mirror, it's the weight in my chest. It's the secret I'm keeping while I'm taking a rest. The world sees a person who's passed every test, but they don't see the pain I hide best. I've got a routine for when the sun finally sets, a ritual for managing all these regrets. I wait for the door to be bolted and locked before I let the foundations be finally rocked. I don't cry in the office, I don't break in the street. I save all the salt for the edge of the sheet. It's a curated sorrow, a private display that I pack in a box at the start of the day. Yeah, the pain I hide best is the pain of your name. The way that it flickers like a dying out flame. It's the ache in my throat when I'm trying to smile. The I'm doing great that I've used for a while. It's the ghost in the mirror, it's the weight in my chest. It's the secret I'm keeping while I'm taking a rest. The world sees a person who's passed every test, but they don't see the pain I hide best. Is it a victory if nobody knows? Is it healing if the wound never actually shows? I'm lonely in rooms full of people I love, praying for help from the heavens above. But I'm too good at lying, I'm too good at the fine. I've drawn such a perfect invisible line. I'm screaming in silence, can anybody see the person I'm playing isn't me? house has stopped its creaking. The shadows settle down. I've stopped looking for your face in every corner of this town. I don't cook for two and pretend it's just a mistake. I don't leave the TV on just to keep the ghost awake. I've stopped setting the table for a guest who'll never come. My heart is traded in its beat for a steady, quiet hum. I used to think the silence was a monster in the wall, but now it's just a blanket that I'm wrapped in after all. It wasn't a choice, it was a slow, hard one. Great, a map that I drew of this empty, hollow space. I didn't want the lesson, I didn't want the cost, but I'm finding pieces of me that I thought were permanently lost. And oh, I learned to be alone in a house that finally feels like it's made of my own stone. I don't reach across the mattress in the middle of the night. I've stopped waiting for a sorry to make the world feel right. It's a lonely kind of power, it's a heavy kind of free, learning how to be the only us inside of me. The war is over now, the seeds are finally sown. I learned to be alone. I take myself to coffee and I sit facing the door. I don't feel the panic like I used to feel before. I don't check my reflection to see if you would approve. I'm finding my own rhythm in the way I start to move. Though it was a religion that I followed to the end, but I is a survivor and a long-lost bitter friend. It's not as warm as always, and it's not as bright as then, but I'm not afraid of the never happening again. Yeah, I learned to be alone in a house that finally feels like it's made of my own stone. I don't reach across the mattress in the middle of the night. I've stopped waiting for a sorry to make the world feel right. It's a lonely kind of power, it's a heavy kind of free, learning how to be the only us inside of me. The war is over now, the seeds are finally sown. I learned to be alone. I'm not waiting for a phone call, I'm not waiting for a sign. I've reclaimed the territory that was always mine. I can walk through the park, I can sit by the lake without feeling like my spirit is about to finally break. I'm my own anchor, I'm my own heart. The bed is made, the bills are paid, the sun is coming up in a single steady cup. I'm not over you, I'm just under myself, like a book that's been put back on a sturdy wooden shelf. Alone, and I'm okay. check the mirror before I hit the door. Check for the cracks, make sure there's nothing on the floor. I practice the fine, I practice the good, hiding the things that I know they wouldn't understood. I put on the colors, I hide all the gray. It's a brand new performance for a brand new day. If I look busy, they won't see the hollow, they won't see the bitter pill I'm trying to swallow. Because of how you feels like a trap, and I'm too tired to fill in the map of where I've been and why I'm still lost. I'll pay the price, no matter the cost. So I smile, so no one asks. I'm a master of the trade, wearing all these masks. If I laugh loud enough, they won't hear the break. They won't see the hands that are starting to shake. It's easier to lie than to explain the flood, to show them the bruises of the metaphorical blood. Yeah, I'm burning alive, but I'm playing it fast. I smile, so no one else. My friends tell a joke and I'm the first one to join, but my heart's just a flip of a double-sided coin. Heads I'm a riot, tails I'm a wreck, but I keep the silver chain tight around my neck. No one notices the way that my eyes never quite match the shape of the lies. It's a lonely kind of safety, this glass-blown grin, keeping the world out and the misery in. Yeah, I smile, so no one asks. I'm a master of the trade, wearing all these masks. If I laugh loud enough, they won't hear the break. They won't see the hands that are starting to shake. It's easier to lie than to explain the flood, to show them the bruises or the metaphorical blood. Yeah, I'm burning alive, but I'm playing it fast. I smile, so no one asks. And God is heavy, this light-hearted air, walking through rooms like I haven't a care, when all I want is for someone to see through the happy version of me, to look past the curve of my lips and just say, I know you're not fine, and that's okay. But until then, I'll keep the teeth bright, I'll keep the eyes wide, I'll keep the breakdown buried deep inside. I'm doing great, I say to the room while I'm weaving the silk on a lonely loom. I smile, yeah, I smile. Please don't ask. The screen glows white in the dark of the room, a little glass box that's become my tomb. I'm scrolling back up to the start of the year, when the I love you messages were loud and clear. Now I type out a line, then I hit delete, trying to sound casual, trying to be discreet, but my thumb hovers over the send button now. Like a prayer, I don't know how to whisper out loud. I see the three dots, then they disappear, like a ghost in the machine, like my greatest fear. The timestamp is marking the heart in my chest. I gave you my soul, and you gave it a rest. And oh, It's a cold kind of quiet, a digital sting to be worth a notification, but not a thing. I'm staring at the bubbles that never quite burst, wondering which part of the ending is worst. I'm shouting through wires, but you're far above, just another soul left unread by love. Yeah, you've seen it all, but you said nothing at all. Is it sitting in your pocket while you're out with your friends? Is it that we need a talk that never actually ends? I take a goodbye or a don't call again, over the static, this where and this when. Every time my phone vibrates on the wood of the desk, my heart does a sprint, then it fails the test. It's just a news alert or a spam call for free. It's never the words that I'm dying to see, because it's a cold kind of quiet, a digital sting to be worth a notification, but not a thing. I'm staring at the bubbles that never quite burst, wondering which part of the ending is worst. I'm shouting through wires, but you're far above, just another soul left unread by love. Yeah, you've seen it all, but you said nothing at all. You don't have to block me to shut me out. Silence is the loudest way you can shout that I'm not the one, that I'm just a thread you decided to leave hanging, decided to leave dead. Unrequited, 2 checks, blue and cold, one heart uninvited, and a story grown old. Still checking my phone, still sitting alone, left unread, left for dead by love, by love. The world kept on moving, the seasons all turned, but I stayed right here where the bridge was still burned. I saw the light changing, I heard the new songs, but I didn't want to fix what felt like it belongs to the story we wrote, to the blood that we shed. I didn't want a single new word to be said. I kept the glass shattered, I kept the doors wide, so the ghost of your memory had a place it could hide. They offered me bandages, they offered me time, but healing felt like a betrayal or a crime. If I'm not hurting, then where do you go? If I'm not empty, how will I know that we ever happened, that we ever were real? So I cling to the edges of the things I still feel. And though I stay broken for you, it was the only thing I knew how to do. I kept the wound open, I kept the scar red, to keep from admitting that forever is dead. I made a home in the wreckage a beautiful melody to a terrible song. I'm a statue of grief in the center of town, refusing to let the heavy curtain come down. Yeah, I stay broken for you. It was the only thing I knew how to do. I kept the wound open, I kept the scarring to keep from admitting that forever is dead. I made a home in the wreckage and the dust, faded in my heart on the salt and the rust. You moved on to someone, something brand new, but I stay broken for you. Oh, is it love or is it a sickness? Is there a God who can be my witness? I'm holding the wreckage like a holy prize, with 1,000 yards staring my tired eyes. I don't wanna get better, I don't wanna forget. I'm not finished with the hurting yet. I'm still here in the dust, in the dark, in the rust. You're out in the sun, and I'm still the same. A hollowed out heart that's shouting your name. I'm still broken. I stayed this way for you. I watch the taillights flicker in the drive, checking my pulse just to see if I'm alive. I waited for the brake lights to glow a sudden red, for you to realize the things we hadn't said. I thought you reached the corner and turned the car around, or at least just kill the engine and listen to the sound of a decade of our history sighing in the wind. But the road just kept on going where our us had finally thinned. No slow motion movie, no dramatic rain, just the steady quiet hum of a departing train. I was braced for the impact, braced for the way, but you just walked through the open gate. And oh, you left without looking back, not a single hesitation, not a shimmer in the black. I was staring at your shadow, praying for a sign, but you were already crossing over the line. Was it really that easy to just let it go, to leave me in the garden where nothing will grow? I'm a statue in the rear view, fading into gray while you just drove away. Yeah, you left without looking back. I went back inside and the door felt so light, like the wood was made of paper in the middle of the night. I looked at the mirror, I looked at the bed, I looked for a lingering word you might have said, but your exit was a vacuum, a clinical clean, the most efficient ending I've ever seen. Did you have your eyes fixed on the horizon ahead? Did you feel a sense of freedom while I felt the dread? Because oh, you left without looking back, not a single hesitation, not a shimmer in the black. I was staring at your shadow, praying for a sign. Maybe looking back means you'd have to confess that it hurts to leave me, that it's hard to be gone. But you didn't even blink at the breaking of the dawn. Not a glance, not a chance. You didn't even give me a second chance. I'm still standing on the porch, holding on to a burnt out torch. The street is empty now. Silence is a vow. I guess you were ready long before I knew. You didn't look back, but I'm still looking at you. I heard they made a pill to help you let it go, to dim the neon lights of everything we know. I'd take a double dose, I'd take 1,000 more, if I could walk a single mile without your ghost in tow. But my mind is like a camera with a broken lens, capturing the start and now the story ends in high definition, in a haunting shade of blue. I'm stuck in a loop of a life I live with you. They say forgive and forget, like it's easy to do, like I can just peel back the skin of the us that I knew. But the ink is too deep and the needle is sharp, and you're written in permanent marker across my heart. Because I'm cursed with a heart that won't forget, a soul that's still playing on a long gone debt. I remember the way that the light hit the floor and the click of the lock when you walked out the door. I can still feel your pulse like it's under my own. I'm a king of a kingdom that's turning to stone. Everyone's moving but I'm caught in the net of a heart that won't forget. I remember the song that was playing in the car and the smell of the rain on the old reservoir. I remember the always you whispered at 3 when the world was a secret between you and me. They tell me it's been years, you should be fine by now, but they don't understand the weight of a vow. My brain wants to heal, but my blood won't obey. It keeps carrying the memory through every single day. I'm cursed with a heart that won't forget, a soul that's still playing on a long gone debt. I remember the way that the light hit the floor and the click of the lock when you walked out the door. I can still feel your pulse like it's under my own. I'm a king of a kingdom that's turning to stone. Everyone's moving but I'm caught in the net of a heart that won't forget. I've tried to drown it out with the city noise. I've tried to replace it with different joys, but your voice is a frequency I can't untune, like the tide that's controlled by a vanished moon. Why won't it fade? God, why won't it fade in the gray? can't forget. The truth came out like a cold hard rain, washed the gold off the walls, left a charcoal stain. Now I know where you were, and I know who she is. I know every secret that was never mine to miss. But honesty's a desert, it's a bitter dry land, and I'm standing here with nothing but the dust in my hand. I thought the truth would set me free, give me some light, but I'd rather be blinded in the middle of the night. They say the light is better than the dark, but the light just shows me every single scar. I'm tired of the sorry, I'm tired of the truth. I just want the version that I had of you. So tell me you're coming home late from the office. Tell me you're mine and you're gonna keep the promise. I don't want the facts, I don't want the why. God, I'd give anything for one more beautiful lie. Whisper you love me even if it's a sin. Let me feel safe in the skin I'm in. The truth is a hollow, lonely place to hide. Oh, I miss the way you lied. I miss the I'm tired and the I'll be right back. The little white fictions, they kept me on track. I miss the comfort of being a fool before the world got so honest and the air got so cool. Now I look at your face and I see the design, I see the gaps in the story, the end of the line, and it's killing me, darling, knowing the score I liked is much better when I didn't know for sure. So tell me you're coming home late from the office. Tell me you're mine and you're gonna keep the promise. I don't want the facts, I don't want the why. God, I'd give anything for one more beautiful lie. Whisper you love me even if it's a sin. Let me feel safe in the skin I'm in. The truth is a hollow, lonely place to hide. Oh, I miss the way you lie. It was a house made of cards, but it felt like a home. It was a fake piece of heaven, but I wasn't alone. Now the roof is gone and the walls are thin, and I'm freezing to death since you let the truth in. Go look me in the eye, tell me you're sorry. Tell me you're mine. Lie to me one last time, just one last time. I miss the way you The bass is thumping through the floorboards of this place. I'm I'm looking for a ghost in every stranger's face. There's 100 conversations humming in the air, but I'm just a statue standing on the stairs. Someone bumps my shoulder, says sorry with a grin, but they don't see the hollow state I'm in. They see a girl in a jacket standing by the wall. They don't see the person waiting for the fall. I'm not in my head to a song I don't know, watching the shadows put on a show. It's funny how the light can be so bright and still feel like the dead of night. Because I'm lonely in a crowded room, searching for a flower in a field that won't bloom. There's laughter all around me, a symphony of sound, but I'm the only person who is never being found. I could scream at the ceiling, I could dance on the bar, and I'd still be a million miles away from where they are. Yeah, it's a heavy kind of quiet, a familiar gloom, being this lonely in a crowded room. My phone is in my hand just to look like I've got plans. I'm tracing out the lifelines on the palms of my hands. I wonder if they'd notice if I drifted through the door, if I left my glass of water sitting on the floor. They're talking about movies, they're talking about the rain, while I'm trying to find a language for this kind of pain. It's like I'm underwater, looking through the glass, watching all the happy people simply pass. Yeah, I'm lonely in a crowded room, searching for a flower in a field that won't bloom. There's laughter all around me, a symphony of sound, but I'm the only person who is never being found. I could scream at the ceiling, I could dance on the bar, and I'd still be a million miles away from where they are. Yeah, it's a heavy kind of quiet, a familiar gloom, being this lonely in a crowded room. Is it me, or is it everyone else? Are they all just as lonely, hiding it well? Are we all just islands in a neon sea, wishing someone would look close enough to see me? Just see me. The ice is melting in my drink. I'm closer to the edge than they think. I'll just smile and let the music play until I find a way to fade away. Just another phase in a crowded space, so lonely, so lonely. myself that you're still mine. My palms are blistered from the weight of the road, from this desperate, heavy and one-sided hope. I thought that staying was the bravest thing, to keep on wearing the ghost of a ring. But my fingers are tired and my spirit is thin, and the walls I built up are all caving in. It's not a sudden jump, it's a slow jagged slide. It's the ocean receding and leaving the tide. I'm standing on the edge of a great wide unknown, and I'm terrified of being entirely my own. And oh, the pain of letting go is a cold, deep river that's starting to flow. It's the sound of the anchor being cut from the ship. It's the I love you dying on the edge of my lip. It's a hollow in the chest, it's a sting in the air. It's learning to breathe when you're no longer there. They say it's a freedom, they say it's a glow, but they don't tell you the pain of letting go. I'm unfollowing your life and I'm unlearning your day. I'm throwing the maps of our future away. Every memory I drop feels like losing a limb, as the light in this hole starts to get dim. I'm deleting the numbers, I'm clearing the space, but I can't find a sponge that can wash off your face. It's a physical hate, it's a fever that stays, a thick, heavy fog in a 30-day haze. Because the pain of letting go is a cold, deep river that's starting to flow. It's the sound of the anchor being cut from the ship. It's the I love you dying on the edge of my lip. It's a hollow in the chest, it's a sting in the air. It's learning to breathe when you're no longer there. They say it's a freedom, they say it's a glow, but they don't tell you it's the never agains and the no mores. It's a slamming of all of the open doors. It's a silence that follows the end of the war, when you don't even know what you're fighting for. I'm letting it drop, I'm letting it fall. I'm letting the gravity take it My hands are empty, my heart is a mess, but the air in my lungs is a little less heavy, a little more wide. I finally come out on the other side. The pain of letting go. myself saying your name today to a friend who didn't know you'd gone away. I said she likes the rain or he loves the coast. Then I felt the cold shiver of speaking to a ghost. This became a worse before I could blink. The now became a then while I tried not to think. It's funny how a letter or a change in a word can make a whole lifetime sound completely absurd. I'm rewriting the stories, I'm changing the lines, removing the present, erasing the signs. It's a quiet correction, a slip of the tongue, the final vibration of a bell that's been rung. And oh, it's a tragedy, a linguistic crime, to push all our magic to the back of the line, unfolding the always into used to be, and locking the us in a dead memory. It's over, it's finished, it's written in stone. I'm learning to speak in the I and alone. The hardest part of the story we live is realizing our love is in past tense. We were going to Paris, we had such a plan. Now I'm just a one man doing the best that I can to stop using we like a crutch or a shield, to admit that the wound might never be healed. The photos are captions of things that took place. There's a layer of distance on the shape of your face. I'm editing forever out of every old dream, stitching the words into every new scene. Because oh, it's a tragedy, a linguistic crime, to push all our magic to the back of the line, unfolding the always into used to be, and locking the us in a dead memory. It's over, it's finished, it's written in stone. I'm learning to speak in the I and alone. The hardest part of the story we lived is realizing our love is in past tense. The present is lonely, the future is blank. The past is a treasure in a ship that just sank. I'm still speaking now while you're speaking then, waiting for is that won't happen again. It's all in the past. Why is it all in the past? We had the world, the flags were flying, now they're all furled. I loved you, past tense, past tense, past tense. I kept the porch light burning till the bulb turned black. I kept the dinner warm, waiting for her coming back. I stayed up through the seasons, watching leaves turn to gold, believing every soon and maybe that I was ever told. I was a sentry at the station, I was a sailor at the shore, scanning the horizon for a ship that doesn't sail no more. I wasted all my one days on a never-ending disguise, looking for a truth inside a pair of hollow eyes. And they say that patience is a virtue, a holy kind of grace, but it feels like a prison when I'm staring at your space. I gave you my time, the one thing I can't get back. Now I'm standing at the finish line and the sky is turning black. And oh, it turns out I waited for nothing at all. I built a cathedral just to watch the ceiling fall. I stood in the rain till I was frozen to the bone, just to find out that the ending was me standing here alone. I saved the best of me for a ghost who didn't show. I held out until the yes when the world was screaming no. It wasn't a lesson, it wasn't a blessing. I just waited for nothing. Keep a vow, but I was busy watering a garden made of stone, trying to make a forest where a seed was never sown. Every time the phone buzzed, I thought it was your name. Every time the wind blew, I thought I felt the flame, but it was just the static of a life on pause. I was fighting for a victory in a dead and buried because oh, it turns out I waited for nothing at all. I built a cathedral just to watch the ceiling fall. I stood in the rain till I was frozen to the bone, just to find out that the ending was me standing here alone. I saved the best of me for a ghost who didn't show. I held on to the yes when the world was screaming no. It wasn't a lesson, it wasn't a blessing. Just waiting for lesson. I'm taking back my hours, I'm taking back my years. I'm charging you interest on a decade's worth of tears. You didn't just break me, you let me sit and for a diamond while you were turning into dust. The voicing is off now, the dinner is cold, the story is over, and it's already old. I'm walking away with my pockets full of air. I waited for nothing, and nothing is finally there. I found a video from 3 years ago today. I'm laughing at something that I was about to say. My eyes were so wide and the light was so cold. I look like a story that hasn't been told, but I look in the mirror and the color is gone. I'm just a ghost waiting for the next dawn. I try to remember the shape of a grin, but I don't know where to start or how to begin. It's like a language I used to speak fluent and fast. Now I'm just fumbling through words in the past. grass was withered, the memories thin. I'm locked on the outside, looking back in. And oh, it's a long way down from the sun to the place where the feeling okay is done. I'm reaching for levers that I can't seem to find, leaving the best parts of me far behind. I know there's a window, I know there's a key, but I'm stuck in the static, I'm lost out at sea. Forgive me the shadows, forgive me the snappy, I just forgot how to be happy. They tell me to breathe, they tell me to walk, they give me a list and they sit down to talk. They say find a hobby or look at the stars, but the stars just look like a million tiny scars. I wanna feel gravity, I wanna feel light, but I'm gravity bound in the middle of the night. Happiness feels like the costume I wore that doesn't quite fit my soul anymore. Because oh, it's a long way down from the sun to the place where the feeling of okay is done. I'm reaching for levers that I can't seem to find, leaving the best parts of me far behind. I know there's a window, I know there's a key, but I'm stuck in the static, I'm lost out at sea. Forgive me the shadows, forgive me the snappy, I just forgot how to be happy. It's not that I'm angry, it's not that I'm cold, it's just that the world feels heavy and old. I'm a pilot who's forgotten the way to the sky, watching the birds as they're drifting on by, asking the wind, how do they fly? Waiting for the winner of my soul to pass, but for now I'm just out of practice, I forgot. I'm looking at the person standing in the hall, but I don't recognize the shadow on the wall. Your voice is the same, it's the same shade of blue, but the words coming out don't belong to the you who used to stay up just to watch me sleep, who had 1,000 secrets that we promised to keep. Now your eyes are like windows with the shutters pulled tight, and I'm shivering outside in the middle of the night. It's a funeral for someone who's still in the room, a slow motion fade in a quiet kind of doom. I'm reaching for a hand that feels like a stone. I've never felt so lonesome while I'm not alone. And oh, I miss the old you, the one from the start, the one who didn't know how to break my heart, the one who laughed loud at the things that I say and didn't look for reasons to walk away. I'm haunted by a person who's been replaced by this cold, quiet stranger with a familiar face. If I could go back, I know what to do. God, I miss the old you. I found an old video on my cracked phone screen of a summer we lived when the grass was still green. You were dancing in the kitchen, you were light on your feet before your heart got heavy and the air turned to sleep. Now you're careful with your kindness, you're guarded and dry, and you look right through me when you're saying goodbye. I keep searching for the spark, for a glimpse of the fire, but I'm just digging through the ashes of a tired desire. Yeah. I miss the old you, the one from the start, the one who didn't know how to break my heart, the one who laughed out at the things that I'd say and didn't look for reasons to walk away. I'm haunted by a person who's been replaced by this cold, quiet stranger with a familiar face. If I could go back, I'd know what to do. God, I miss the old you. Where did you go? Did you leave in the night? Did you trade in your warmth for a sense of being right? I'd give anything, everything, all that I own, to find the earth that has turned into bone. Bring back the dream or bring back the light. I don't know who's sleeping beside me in case you come back, in case there's a light in the middle of the black. But the person I love is a ghost in a frame, and you're just a stranger with the very same name. I miss you, the old you. I'm checking all the drawers and I'm looking through the halls, trying to find the pieces hidden in the walls. I've got my books, I got my clothes, I got my old guitar, but I'm still not quite sure just who I really am so far. There's a lightness in my step that seems to have disappeared, a way I used to dream that isn't shadowed by the fear. I didn't realize when you packed your things that night that you were taking more than what was clearly in your sight. You didn't just take the records and the keys, you took the way I used to feel at ease. Now I'm a puzzle with a jagged empty hole, searching for the segment that you stole from my soul. And oh, I'm trying to live without the part of me you took, the chapter that you tore right out of my favorite book. It wasn't just your love, it was my happy and my brave. Now I'm digging for a version of myself I couldn't see. You're walking around the city with my color in your hand, while I'm fading into grayscale across this lonely land. I'm half a person, shivering in the cold, chasing after the part of me you hold. I saw a movie yesterday and I didn't even laugh. I'm only feeling shadows, I'm only living half. That effortless forever that used to live inside my chest must have slipped into your pocket while I was laid to rest. I tried to spark a fire, but the wood is always damp. I'm a traveler in the darkness without a working lamp. I wonder if you notice it, or if it's just a weight that you're carrying around while you're deciding on your fate. Because I'm trying to live without the part of me who took the chapter that you tore right out of my favorite book. It wasn't just your love, it was my happy and my brave. Now I'm digging for a version of myself I couldn't save. You're walking around the city with my color in your hand, while I'm fading in a grayscale across this lonely land. I'm half a person, shivering in the cold, chasing after the part of me you hold. Do you keep it in a jar? Do you leave it on a shelf? The best and brightest pieces of my former better self. Or did you drop it on the sidewalk? Did it shatter in the street? Does it keep you warm at night while I'm tasting this defeat? I want it back. I need myself back. I'm learning to be new, but I'm not the me I knew. I'm a different kind of quiet, a different kind of blue. You can keep the records, you can keep the rest, but God, I miss the part of me that I used to trust. The initial sting is faded to a dull silver line, a permanent reminder of the day you weren't mine. I don't bleed anymore when I hear your name, but the texture of my heart is never quite the same. It's a raised bit of history on the surface of my soul, a jagged little story that I can't quite control. I don't look in the mirror to see who I've been. I just look at the mark you left under my skin. They told me that time would make the surface go smooth, that the silence would eventually find a way to soothe. But you can't unwrite what the lightning has done. You can't hide the damage from the heat of the sun. And oh, I carry you like a scar, a map of the collision. No matter where we are, it's a pale white memory that's never going away. The price that I'm paying for the us of yesterday. I don't wear you like a crown or a ring or a chain. I wear you like the ghost of a cold winter rain. Beautiful and broken and reaching so far. I carry you like a scar. Sometimes in the cold, I can feel the old ache, a phantom reminder of the way I used to break. It's a hitch in my breathing, it's a catch in my stride. The secret geometry I'm trying to hide. Other people see a girl who's doing just fine. They don't see the evidence of the end of the line. They don't see the ridges or the depth of the cut. They just see a door that's been permanently shut. Yeah, I used to try to hide it under long sleeves and lies, trying to keep the wreckage away from curious eyes. But it's part of my skin now, it's part of my bones. It's the strongest foundation that I've ever known. I'm not ashamed of the way that I bled. It's the only thing left of the words that we said. It's a part of me now, like the color of my eyes, like the way that I laugh, like the way the sun shines. I'm not broken, I'm just marked. I'm a light that's been tempered by the dark. I carry you everywhere I go, like a scar. I finally bought the flowers that you used to crave. I finally found the sorry that I was too proud to say. I'm standing at your doorstep with a heart full of now, ready to fulfill every broken, dusty vow. But the porch light is different, and the name on the mail is a story that tells me I've already failed. I thought I had a lifetime to get my act together. I thought you'd just be there, like a constant in the weather. I put it on a pedestal, I put it on a shelf. I treated it forever like a gift to myself. I thought I could come back when I was finally ready, but the current moved on while I was trying to be steady. And oh, I learned it the hard way. Love doesn't wait, it won't sit in the shadows by a 9-lock gate. It's a river that's moving, it's a clock on the wall. It doesn't hang around for you to finally call. I was waiting for the perfect time to give you my best, while you were just looking for a place you could rest. I reached for the handle, but I'm a second too late. God, I wish I'd known that love doesn't wait. You didn't leave in a hurry, you didn't leave in a flash. It was a slow motion cooling of a fire into ash. 1,000 little moments where I didn't show up, 1,000 empty drops in a thirsty dry cup. I thought your patience was a well that wouldn't dry. I thought I'd do it tomorrow, wasn't a lie, but tomorrow is here, and it's a stranger's new day. And you're 100 miles down a different highway. Yeah, I learned it the hard way. Love doesn't wait, it won't sit in the shadows by a 9-lock gate. It's a river that's moving, it's a clock on the wall. It doesn't hang around for you to finally call. I was waiting for the perfect time to give you my best, while you were just looking for a place you could rest. I reached for the handle, but I'm a second too late. it's useless when you've gone this far. I'm a day behind, I'm a heart behind. I was ready to love you, but the clock had other plans. Love doesn't wait. I'm looking at the person standing in my shoes, a little more bitter, a lot more to lose. I don't recognize the way I talk to the wall, or the way I don't care if I'm standing at all. I used to be funny, I used to be like I had a fire that could swallow the night. But when you walked out, you took the flint and the spark and left a stranger alone in the dark. It's not just your side of the closet that's bare, it's the part of my spirit that's no longer there. I'm a puzzle with pieces that don't seem to fit, searching for the girl who knew how to live. And oh, I miss the way I used to shine, back when your hand was wrapped inside of mine. I was braver and kinder, and everything was new. God, I miss who I was with you. I was a singer who actually knew the words. I was a flyer who wasn't afraid of the birds. Now I'm just a shadow of a life I once knew. I miss who I was with you. You had a way of bringing out the best, calming the storm that lives in my chest. I felt like a hero, I felt like a prize. I saw masterpiece reflected in your eyes. But now when I look, I just see the flaws, the jagged edges, and that's just because without your perspective, I'm out of the lines, a broken down engine with no more designs. Yeah, I miss the way I used to shine, back when your hand was wrapped inside of mine. I was braver and kinder, and everything was new. God, I miss who I was with you. I was a singer who actually knew the words. I was a flyer who wasn't afraid of the birds. Now I'm just a shadow of a life I once knew. I'm trying to find him, trying to reclaim the part of my soul that remembers my name. But I'm a house with the electricity cutter, I'm a golden door that's been permanently shut. I don't just miss your touch or the things that we do, I miss being the person who was loved by you. The words feel like a script. Maybe one day I'll find someone new, but they won't find me that belong to you. I miss that me, I miss you. The house was full of furniture, but the spirit was gone. We were still waking up at the break of the dawn, sharing the butter and passing the salt. But the silence between us was nobody's fault. I saw it in the way that you looked at the clock, like you were just waiting for a key in a lock to tell you it's over, to tell you it's time. But I kept on pretending that you were still mine. The heartbeat had faded, the colors were gray, but I was a soldier who wouldn't walk away. I was guarding a garden where nothing would grow, refusing to see what I already know. I stayed when love left. I was the one who was left with the theft. I sat in the kitchen with a ghost in your seat, tasting the bitter and calling it sweet. You were a shell and I was a fool, trying to play by a broken down rule. The fire was out and the ashes were buried, but I stayed when love left. You go to work and you come back again, like a stranger who used to be more than a friend. We talk about weather, we talk about bills, avoiding the valley and avoiding the hills. I watch the light slowly die in your eyes while I stay busy with beautiful lies. I thought if I stayed, then the love might return, but you can't light a candle that's already burned. Yeah, I stayed when love left. I was the one who was left with the theft. I sat in the kitchen with a ghost in your seat, tasting the bitter and calling it sweet. You were a shell and I was a fool, trying to play by a broken down rule. The fire was out and the ashes were buried, but I stayed. It's a different kind of lonesome, a different kind of blue, to be in a house with a hollowed out you. I was holding the door while you were already gone. I was singing the chorus while you were moving on. I was the last one to leave the room. I was the last one to see the glue. The coffee went cold, the story was told. I turned out the lights on the empty nights. You left in July, I left in December. It took me that long to finally remember that I was alone, even when you were there. I stayed, but the love was gone. I'm standing in the kitchen watching water boil, trying not to let the Tuesday morning spoil. The radio is playing something upbeat and loud, but I'm just a shadow drifting through a crowd. I don't make a sound, I don't even sigh, I just let the moisture gather in my eye. It's a silent movie playing in my head, of the life we lived and the words we never said. No one hears the crash, no one hears the break, no one sees the ripples in the center of the lake. I'm a master of the stillness, a statue in the hall, just waiting for the gravity to finally take it all. And oh, it's the quiet tears that burn the most, the ones I share with nothing but your ghost. No sobbing in the pillow, no screaming at the wall, just a steady silver river that refuses to fall. They're invisible to strangers, they're hidden from the light, the heavy kind of weeping that I save for the night. It's a lonely kind of healing, a saltwater years, drowning in the rhythm of my quiet tears. I saw your favorite cereal on the middle shelf, I had to take a second just to find myself. I didn't cause a scene, I didn't drop the glass, I just watched the other shoppers simply pass. It's a leak inside the engine, it's a crack inside the dam. I'm losing the identity of who I think I am, but I wipe them with my sleeve before the world can see the evidence of everything you took away from me. 'Cause oh, it's the quiet tears that burn the most, the ones I share with nothing but your ghost. No sobbing in the pillow, no screaming at the wall, just a steady silver river that refuses to fall. They're invisible to strangers, they're hidden from the light, the heavy kind of weeping that I save for the night. It's a lonely kind of healing, the saltwater years, drowning in the rhythm of my quiet tears. Sometimes I wish I could just let it out, a hurricane of thunder, a terrifying shower, to make the neighbors wonder, to make the city hear. But instead I'm just a prisoner to a single silent tear. It's the weight of the water, the weight of the water. Just a wet spot on the collar, a heart that's getting smaller, quiet tears. Packed your bags with a surgical grace, not a single tear fell on your beautiful face. You took the records and the books from the shelf, and you took the version I had of myself. You left the keys on the counter by the door, like they didn't unlock a whole world anymore. But there's one thing you left in the corner so deep, the heavy red burden of the heart you didn't keep. You're still beating for a ghost in the hall, still waiting for a name that you'll never call. It's a lonesome rhythm out of time, out of tune, the sun still rising for a vanished moon. And oh, what am I supposed to do with this? With the leftover love and the ghost of a kiss. It's too big to carry, but I can't let it sleep. This wild aching heart that you didn't keep. You walked away light, you walked away free, while I'm anchored to the bottom of a memory sea. Yeah, you're traveling fast and the mountain is steep, but I'm stuck with the heart that you didn't keep. I try to get to the wind or the rain to find a new body to carry the pain, but it only knows the language of your skin and the welcome home secrets we used to live in. I see you in pictures, looking so unburdened, like you close the book and the pages have turned, but I'm still on the chapter where you said forever, holding a bond that you managed to sever. And oh, what am I supposed to do with this? With the leftover love and the ghost of a kiss. It's too big to carry, but I can't let it sleep. This wild aching heart that you didn't keep. You walked away light, you walked away free, while I'm anchored to the bottom of a memory sea. Yeah, you're traveling fast and the mountain is steep, but I'm stuck with the heart that you didn't keep. You could have broken it, shattered it, torn it apart. That would have been kinder than the state of the art. Indifference you left when you walked out the gate, leaving me here with this useless weight. It's still yours, even if you don't want it. I used to be the one who never hit the ground, the rock in the middle when the world was spinning round. I took the hits, I wore the scars, I walked a steady line. I told myself the strength I had was strictly only mine. I brag about my armor and the thickness of my skin. I never let a single doubt or shadow wander in. But I didn't know the pillars were leaning on your grace. I didn't know the foundation was the look upon your face. It's funny how the ego plays a trick upon the mind, leaving all the structural integrity behind. I thought I was a mountain that could never ever bow, but the mountain is a grain of sand right here, right now. Because I was strong, yeah, I was strong until you left. Now I'm just a hollow shell, a victim of the theft. I was the one who held the weight, or so I like to think. But now I'm just a drowning man, woman looking for a drink. My independence was just a beautiful disguise. I was only brave because I fumbling with the simple things, the keys in the car. I'm lost inside a neighborhood. I know by every star I can't decide on dinner, and I can't decide on sleep. The secrets of my self-reliance are secrets I can't keep. It turns out all my toughness was a loan I couldn't pay, and the bank came to collect it on the day you walked away. I'm a skyscraper built on a fault line of your heart, and it only took a goodbye to tear the whole thing apart. Or yeah, I was strong until you left. Now I'm just a hollow shell, a victim of the theft. I was the one who held the weight, or so I like to think. But now I'm just a drowning man, woman looking for a drink. My independency was just a beautiful disguise. I was only brave because I saw the hero in your eyes. The walls are coming down, the roof is caving in. I was strong until you left. Don't tell me I'll find it. Don't tell me I'll find it. Don't tell me it's inside. I've searched every corner and there's nowhere left to hide. I wasn't the engine, I was just the moving wheels, and I'm terrified of how this weakness actually feels. I'm not the person I thought I was. I'm not the person I thought I was. I'm shivering in the sunlight, I'm crying in the rain. I'm looking for the warrior through the window of the pain. But the house is empty and the ego's dead, and I'm just small. I was so strong when you were here to see it. The dust has settled on the floor of this room. The sun is peeking through the curtains, heavy gloom. I didn't think I'd make it past the 3 a.m. collapse. I thought the sky would finally fall through all the gaps. My ribs are aching from the weight of missing you, and my blood feels heavy like it's turned a darker blue. But I check my pulse against the silence of the hall, and it's still thumping despite the bitter fight. It's a jagged kind of rhythm, it's a shaky kind of grace, to find the strength to wash the salt off of my face. The world didn't stop when you walked out the door, even if I can't remember what I'm living for. I'm a mess of a person, I'm a ghost in the light. I'm a bird with a wing that won't ever set right. But there's air in my lungs, and it's cold and it's thin, and I'm forced to let the next day finally begin. My heart is in pieces, 1,000 shards on the floor. I don't think step and then I take another one. Calculating movements till the afternoon is done. I'm learning how to eat without the taste of your name. How to walk through a city that doesn't feel the same. It's not a victory, it's just a slow motion crawl across the jagged glass of the end of it all. I'm not moving on and I'm not doing fine. I'm just a survivor at the edge of the line. I'm a mess of a person, I'm a ghost in the light. I'm a bird with a wing that won't ever set right. But there's air in my lungs and it's cold and it's thin, and I'm forced to let the next day finally begin. My heart is in pieces, 1,000 shards on the floor. I don't think I'll ever be the me from before, but here is the miracle, the secret. I'm teething, I'm broken, but I'm still breathing. It's an involuntary mercy, this breath in my chest. It doesn't ask permission, it doesn't let me rest. It keeps on pushing, keeps on pulling me through. Even when every part of me is crying for you, I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still here. In and out again, against the grain again. The heart's a stubborn thing, it doesn't know when to quit. I'm still here, broken but breathing. It wasn't a crash or a thunder sound. It was just a silence finally gaining ground. I was sitting on the edge of a cold and made bed, replaying the last words that you ever said. I'd been keeping a candle in the window for years, feeding the flame with my prayers and my tears. But the wax had run out and the wick was too thin, and I finally let the midnight air in. I used to check the driveway every time a car passed, believing the lie that the maybe would last. But my heart just went quiet, stopped picking a fight somewhere between the moon and the first morning light. And oh, it was the night I gave up hope. I finally stopped reaching for the end of the rope. I let the what ifs and the could have beens go. I stopped trying to harvest what you wouldn't sow. It felt like a funeral, but it felt like a bird to finally fall all the way down to the earth. The weight of the weight and just floated away on the night It's not that I don't care, it's just that I'm tired of talking to air. I'm handing the keys back to a ghost in a dream. I'm stepping out the middle of a dried up stream. I'm letting you go, I'm letting me go too. The candle is out, the window is closed, the ending is written, the story is composed. I slept through the night for the first time in years, with no more expectations and no more tears. Built a house out of one of these days and painted the walls in a beautiful haze. You promised the world on a silver lined plate, and I was a fool who was willing to wait. I kept every word like a coin in a jar, thinking they'd buy us a trip to the stars. But I opened the lid and I found only air, just a handful of nothing. You weren't there. You're a master of maybe and a king of I will, while I'm standing here with a heart standing still, watching the ink fade away on the page of the life that you promised before you took center stage. And oh, I'm drowning in empty promises, falling through holes in the things that you said. I traded my truth for your sweetest of honesty. Now I'm just haunted by ghosts in my head. They were hollow inside like a bell with no ring, just a beautiful box with no gold and no sting. I gave you my soul, but you gave me nothing but empty promises. I'll never leave, yeah, that was my favorite, a vintage of lie, and I wanted to savor it. It's you and it's me till the end of the line, but you jumped the train while the weather was fine. Now I look at the map that you drew in the dirt. Every I promise is a new kind of hurt. You use up your breath just to keep me in place, while you were already planning your exit with grace. Because oh, I'm drowning in empty promises, falling through holes in the things that you said. I traded my truth for your sweetest of honesty. Now I'm just haunted by ghosts in my head. They were hollow inside like a bell with no ring, just a beautiful box with no gold and no sting. I gave you my soul, but you gave me nothing but empty promises. Don't tell me you meant it, don't tell me you tried. You can't build a bridge out of shadows and pride. A promise is a debt that you never intended to pay. You just threw the collateral, threw my heart away. That it burns I hope that you find all the lessons I learned. Keep your always, keep your forever, 'cause words don't mean a thing when they're lighter than a feather. Empty promises, that's all they ever were. Empty.
We were sitting on the hood of that rusted out farm, swearing on lives we couldn't afford. I'll never leave it, it's you till the end. Words that we didn't know how to defend. We drew up a map of a world we never seen, filled in the blanks of the spaces between. But we were just children playing with fire, building a kingdom on a wild desire. Our always was heavy, our never was deep. We made all these vows that we weren't meant to keep. We signed on the line before we knew the cost. Now we're just counting the things that we lost. And all the trouble is we promised too much. We built a cathedral that crumbled at a touch. We swore to the stars and we swore to the sea, but we forgot to ask who we grow up to be. It's a long way to fall from a mountain of yes to the cold, quiet truth of this beautiful mess. We went bankrupt on dreams that we couldn't outrun. We promised too much while we were still young. I look at the pictures and I see the glow of two people who didn't know. No, we talked about houses and names for a kid before we even knew the damage we did. We spent all our forevers in a single July. Now we're staring at a now that's starting to dry. We mortgaged our hearts on a feeling so grand, but we built the whole thing on a shift of the sand. Yeah, the trouble is we promised too much. We built a cathedral that crumbled at a touch. Oh, we swore to the stars and we swore to the sea, but we forgot to ask who we grow up to be. It's a long way to fall from a mountain of yes to the cold, quiet truth of this beautiful mess. We went bankrupt on dreams that we couldn't outrun. We promised too much while we were still instead of enough. We could never unweave. We choked on the words. We choked on the forever. debt is too high, the well is run dry. We were just two kids telling a beautiful lie. We promised too much.
Still there on the couch, like a secret that the fabric's trying to vouch. I find myself reaching for a hand that isn't there, just grasping at the molecules of cold morning air. I move the books to cover up the dust, but the shells are leaning under a lack of trust. Every corner of this house has a story to tell, of the way I stayed and the way you felt. It's a geometric sorrow, a physical lack. I'm living in a map that's been painted in black. I'm measuring my life by the things that are gone, by the silence that greets me at the break of the dawn. And oh, it's the space where you were that hits me like a ghost or a blur. It's a hole in the air, it's a gap in the light. It's the loneliest thing in the middle of the night. I'm walking through rooms that are wider than before, stumbling over shadows on the hardwood floor. The world's getting bigger, but I'm losing the stir of the beautiful space where you were. I didn't think a person took up so much room until the walls started feeling like a tomb. The echoes are longer, the ceilings are high. I'm a tiny little dot under a vast empty sky. Even the passenger seat feels like a cliff, and my arms are feeling heavy and my neck is feeling stiff from looking for a silhouette that's been erased, leaving nothing but a vacuum that can't be replaced. Yeah, it's the space where you were that hits me like a ghost or a blur. It's a hole in the air, it's a gap in the light. It's the loneliest thing in the middle of the night. I'm walking through rooms that are wider than before, stumbling over shadows on the hardwood floor. The world's getting bigger, but I'm losing the stir of the beautiful space where you were. I try to fill it up with noise, I try to fill it up with friends, but the hunger of the emptiness never actually ends. It's a hunger for a laugh, it's a thirst for a hate. It's the shape of your body in the light of the day. It's a hollow, it's a canyon, it's a wound. Just an outline in the hallway, just a shadow in the doorway. I'm living in the middle of a missing piece, waiting for the ache to finally cease in the space where you were. Tell my mother that I'm doing fine. I've even started drinking different wine. I moved the furniture, I changed the sheets. I don't look for your car on the busy streets. I got a list of reasons why we couldn't stay. I read it to myself at the end of every day. But there's a difference between a fact and a feeling. The facts don't make the hollow any less real. I'm doing all the things they say a person should. I'm acting like a survivor, like I'm finally good, but I'm a house that's been built on a fault line, just waiting for the memory to come and claim what's mine. Because I'm not over you yet. I'm still a prisoner to the day that we met. I'm still breathing in the smoke of a fire that's out, still whispering your name when I'm trying to shout. They say that time is a river, but I'm stuck on the shore, watching you drift while I'm wanting you more. Yeah, the world's moving on, but my heart's in a net. I'm not over you yet. I went on a date with a girl from the coast, but I spent the whole night comparing them to your ghost. I felt guilty for the way they made me laugh for a second, like I was betraying the love that I beckoned. I still check my phone for a message I know won't come. My thumb's got a habit that's making me numb. It's been 6 months, or maybe it's been 1,000 years. I've lost the ability to count all these tears. No, I'm not over you yet. I'm still a prisoner to the day that we met. I'm still breathing in the smoke of a fire that's out, still whispering your name when I'm trying to shout. They say that time is a river, but I'm stuck on the shore, watching you drift while I'm wanting you more. Yeah, the world's moving on, but my heart's in a net. I'm not over you yet. Maybe I don't wanna be. Maybe the pain is the only part of you left in me. If I let the ache go, then I'm truly alone. And I'd rather have the bruise than a heart made of stone. I'm still holding on, even if there's nothing left to hold. I'm not over the way you said my name. I'm not over the way we shared the blame. The calendar says it's time to move on, but I'm still standing here waiting for the dawn. And I'm not over you. I'm not even close. No. I kept the Polaroid tucked in the frame. Before the sunlight started eating your name, we were leaning in close by the edge of the sea. Back when you couldn't keep your hands off of me, but the salt and the UV are doing their part, just like the silence is doing work on my heart. The blue of the water is turning to gray. I'm watching the best of us wash right away. I try to blink and bring the focus back in, to feel the texture of your sweater on my skin. But the edges are curling, the colors are thin. I don't know where I end and you begin. And we're just fading photos in a shoebox of grief, a moment of magic that turned into a thief. I'm holding on to shadows, I'm clutching at the light, but you're losing your outline in the middle of the night. Every day you're a little more blurred, a little less us and lie, more hurt. I'm terrified of the morning I'll wake and forget the exact shape your smile used to make. I scroll through the gallery back to the start. It's a digital graveyard, it's a work of art. There's a blurry one of you laughing at tea and a candid you took when you weren't mad at me. But even the pixels feel tired and old. The warmth of the memory is turning to cold. I'm zooming in close just to see if you're there, but it's just a ghost made of static and air. Yeah, we're just fading photos in a shoebox of grief, a moment of magic that turned into a thief. I'm holding on to shadows, I'm clutching at the light, but you're losing your outline in the middle of the night. Every day you're a little more blurred, a little less us and lie, more hurt. I'm terrified of the morning I'll wake and forget the exact shape your smile used to make. From the ceiling, stop the clock and hold the shutter before my heart begins to stutter. But time is a chemical eating the ink. I'm losing you faster than I can even blink. Look at us, they're so bright, so young, before the song was already sung. Now you're just a silhouette of face I'm starting to forget, fading, fading, gone. Still holding my breath in the middle of a sentence, waiting for a period or a moment of repentance. The coffee's getting cold and the movies are all paused. I'm staring at the damage that a quiet exit caused. You didn't ask me my opinion, didn't ask me how I felt. You just folded up the cards and you walked away from the dell. Now I'm standing in a hallway of a home we used to share, reaching out for someone who's no longer really there. It wasn't a discussion, it wasn't a debate. You just decided now was the expiration date. I was still in the middle of our favorite part when you pulled the plug and stopped the beating of my heart. And oh, it's a bitter pill to swallow, a jagged edge to lose, living out the rhythm of the goodbye. I didn't choose, I was ready for the winter, I was ready for the rain, I was ready for the forever that you threw down the drain. Now I'm a ghost in my life, trying to find the
the silence of the goodbye I didn't choose, of the goodbye I didn't choose. They say it takes two to make a thing really work, but it only took one to leave me face down in the dirt. I'm still wearing the sweater you said was your favorite blue, walking through the city looking for a trace of you. Every streetlight is a witness to the things I didn't say, because you didn't give me time before you turned and walked away. It's an unfinished bridge, it's a song without a key, the sentence left hanging between you and between me. Because oh, it's a bitter pill to swallow, a jagged edge to lose, living out the rhythm of the goodbye I didn't choose. I was ready for the winter, I was ready for the rain, I was ready for the forever that you threw down the drain. Now I'm a ghost in my own life, trying to find the cues in the middle of the silence. Give me a reason, give me a fight, give me something to scream at in the middle of the night. Don't just leave me with this fine and it's okay when my world is on fire and you're looking the other way. You stole the ending, you stole the last page and left me alone on an empty stage. I didn't say it, I didn't mean it, I didn't want it, but I have to breathe it. The lights are down, the curtains close on the goodbye that you chose, and I didn't. It wasn't the day that you packed up your things, it wasn't the night that we took off the rings. It was much further back in the heat of July when I looked in your eyes and I caught the first light. The air in the kitchen turned heavy and thin, and I felt the cold winter maybe begin. We sat at the table and finished our tea, but I knew that the you had stopped looking for me. We tried to patch up the cracks with a smile, we tried to pretend for a little while, but once the glass shatters, the picture is blurred and we're living in shadows of words that we heard. And no, we never the same again. The weather had shifted, the ink began to stain. We kept on moving, we kept up the dance, but we were just ghosts in a second-hand chance. The bridge had been burned while we stood on the shore, and we couldn't go back to the way we were before. One little crack and the whole world went thin, and we were never the same again. We went on the trips and we took all the shots, trying to tie up the fraying old knots, but your touch felt like paper and mine felt like stone, and we realized that together could feel so alone. We laughed at the jokes that were no longer funny, like people who run out of time and the money, just going through motion, just playing the part with a hollowed out space where we used to have heart. Yeah, we were never the same again. The weather had shifted, the ink began to stain. We kept on moving, we kept up the dance, but we were just ghosts in a second-hand chance. The bridge had been burned while
The sun kept on rising, but the light hit us different, less mesmerizing for a year. Or was it a day? It doesn't matter much, since we both walked away. We were never the same, never again.
The house is a choir of things left unsaid, the hum of the fridge and the creak of the bed. I used to complain that you turn the TV too loud. Now I give all I own for a break in this cloud. I listen for the gravel to crunch in the drive, for the jingle of keys that meant I was alive. But the driveway is empty, the porch light is burned, and silence is the hardest lesson I've learned. I'm straining my ears till they start to wake, waiting for a window or a spirit to break. But the clock on the wall just keeps dragging its feet, ticking like a heart that's forgotten a beat. And oh, it's a hollow ringing in my ears, the static of 1,000 unspoken fears. It's the heavy thud of a door that won't swing. It's the missing vibration, the phone that won't ring. It's not a scream or a crash or a bang, it's the ghost of the song that we once sang. Just a low, steady whistle where the wind blows through. That's the sound of losing you. Myself humming your favorite tune to fill up the corners of this empty room. But my voice sounded thin and it trailed off to nothing, just a desperate memory trying to be something. Even the neighbors are quiet tonight, like the whole world is mourning and hiding from light. I'm living in the echo of a life we once shared, when the air was so thick with how much we cared. Because oh, it's a hollow ringing in my ears, the static of 1,000 unspoken fears. It's the heavy thud of a door that won't swing. It's the missing vibration, the phone that won't ring. It's not a scream or a crash or a bang, it's the ghost of the song that we once sang. Just a low, steady whistle where the wind blows through. That's the sound of losing you. I take a shower, I take a cry, I take the goodbye that you did inside. Just give me a whisper, a solid breath. Anything's better than this quiet death. Anything is better than the silence. The air sits still, the way the dust lands on this hill. No footsteps, no, I'm home, no more us. Just the sound, the lonely sound of losing you.